So enjoy my videos, talking over them, whatever you want to do. I wish you the best of luck, and
yeah, you like making up stories, don't you? Look at them all vacating. Their thing is done. You have no idea what's going on.
Lock the door behind them now? Did you guys raid this place without a search warrant? You guys raided this place without a search warrant, right? Yes. Is that your habit? You always raid a place without a search warrant? I guess you're pretty proud of that fact, huh? Yes. You're the yes man? You have a good day, yes man. You too. I hope nobody raids your house without a warrant one day. I'm sure Here, folks. You may have been along for the ride last night. Of course.
Yeah, 2 in the morning.
As usual, I was out here naive, trying to take the sheriff for their word for the circumstances they expressed on the radio, which made it sound like it's just a traffic stop. They can't help it that somebody runs into a local business, right?
Radio's encrypted where he lives.
With a gun in their hand, right? With the 417, which that shit is so far-fetched. But it turns out to be a marijuana shop. So, hours into this thing, they're shooting flash grenades at the building. And of course, we're all speculating. Yeah, they're probably just robbing the place, right?
This is 6 in the morning.
Raid without a warrant. And sure enough, they've got everybody out of there but one person. And then they start threatening, hey, if you don't come out, we're going to go get a search warrant. Huh? That's pretty funny shit, isn't it? Maybe you're supposed to get a search warrant before you start shooting things into people's property, before you come onto their private property in the first place.
Have you ever heard of
Isn't
probable
that what you
cause?
would expect?
An
It's pretty much what I would expect.
At a dispensary would be probable
to be honest,
cause. They don't need a warrant.
In this country means shit because the judges that sign them are shit.
Oh, okay, Eric
So that's
Brandt.
why they're so lazy and they don't care to go get one. Is they know the shit judges will sign it after the fact, or they'll excuse them. For killing somebody if that's what happened. There appeared to be several young female employees that they brought out at gunpoint. You don't have to look too hard to see how things could have gone wrong out here.
Happy fuck Eric Brandt Day, by the way.
This being called something gone wrong is the shit judges and prosecutors who will stop at nothing to prosecute the victims and protect the police.
Well, there was a crime.
So this is what basically was going to confirm it to me. If it was a traffic stop of any kind, they wouldn't still be here all up inside this business. They they raided this place in the middle of the night is what they did without a search warrant.
They
lied about the circumstances. They lied to every single person inside the business.
You mean the robbers?
And they're going to continue to lie all the way through court as they prosecute the gentleman who they promised they weren't even here for him. We're not even. So if you just come out, you can go back to your business, start making money as soon as tonight or first thing in the morning. That way we don't have to rip the front of your building off. Does that sound like something that is consensual? Come out now when we won't rip the front of your building off. That's not consensual, and I'm looking inside there. Do I see somebody in handcuffs still after all this time? I'm looking at somebody.
God, you are delusional. You just make shit up to suit your own narrative.
I don't think I can zoom you in with the phone.
It's your eye potato.
Doesn't mean I won't try.
Journalism.
Didn't work.
You are not media. Just because you have an email with Google doesn't make you media.
It's very unlikely you can see through that little opening in the window on the left side of the most left.
Once again, polishing your turds.
Looking with my eyes, I can see better than looking at the screen. So, and I don't know. Maybe your eyes are better than mine. I'm sure they are, but yeah, who needs a warrant?
They don't need a warrant.
Who needs a warrant when you're at the sheriff's department?
Yeah,
you got Alex Villanueva, the biggest liar on the planet.
An alarm went off.
Willing to back anything you do.
At a marijuana dispensary.
So if this is a traffic stop, what comes
neighborhood.
Of all the marijuana inside of the place? And how the fuck did the two become related to each other?
You don't know what's going on.
These motherfuckers been here all morning long. I
So
left
have you.
hours ago.
Yeah,
And when
you
I
were
left,
up at
so
2 a.m.
should
and
they
now
have.
you're here at
Supposedly
6
it was
a.m.
about, getting somebody who ran from them with 417, a gun. Just so happens
think
they
you
ran
might
into a
be
place that these
confused.
sheriff deputies had been wanting to go to, apparently.
Okay.
How convenient that is. I wonder
Kind
how
of
much
meth
stock
paranoia
this guy
bullshit
had.
is that? Seriously, you don't know what's going on. You're confusing calls. The radio is
Hey, are the
encrypted where
prices
you are.
for weed going up or down? Now that you guys stole it all, are the prices going up or down? Or is it going to remain the same?
Is that you do a lot of drugs, so you're worried about prices? I thought you didn't smoke marijuana.
What the
Why
fuck
do
are
you
these
care?
guys doing here? This is the longest traffic stop I've ever seen. The way things are going, it's going to be a 12-hour traffic stop in which they seized a bunch of marijuana from a business that was not related to the traffic stop that they lied about in the first place.
I think you're the one lying. You know you're a proven
I
liar.
guarantee you that green light right there, the marijuana leaf, one of these guys is going to take that home and put it in his house.
Okay. Are you sure about that? Well, you do like to make stuff up, don't you?
Damn. I hate to zoom in on a cell phone because I know it messes up the image. But what choice do I have? Look how far away that is like that.
Well, if you invested in your equipment, you're a journalist, right? But you use an iPhone? That's your first clue. Not media. Gotta love all the shitty audio quality all the time on your videos. Wow. Wow, let's stand around and stare.
I think that's as good as my zoom is going to get. I mean, this is it's a phone, not a camera.
Maybe you should use the camera.
If you look at the window, I think it's showing a reflection back in this direction.
We know that you're too lazy to edit. We know that, like,
And
you just
of course,
like scamming for donos.
my glasses don't fit when I have a mask,
Oh my gosh, you got a robbery mask.
so I
Wow.
can't really read the messages.
You know that the mask mandate is over, right?
But I'm pretty sure we're on the same page.
No.
The sheriff department
So you ride your
employees,
bicycle
these
around with
deputies,
a-
they just slandered
ski
a guy
mask
last
on.
night. They've got their
Broken into
young,
houses
these
in
young
Las
trainees
Vegas.
out here. They're teaching them how to be fucking criminals, how to rob a place.
Is that what's going on?
Last time I checked, marijuana was taxed now, but that's not good enough for the government. They want to tax it, and then they want to steal it anyways. On top of that,
Do you know what's going on?
so I don't know if you could see what I'm talking about. You see the deputies with their backs towards you, but if you look at the glass, you see shorter versions of the same deputies showing you the side that they're trying to keep away from the camera. So you see the backs of their heads, but if you look past it, you see the fronts of their faces.
Wow, what
If
an
that makes sense.
observation.
I don't think I could possibly zoom any further. Let's try.
Yep, can't see anything.
Yeah, and I'm sure now the image is so distorted that at some point it doesn't do me any good to zoom further.
You can't zoom any further.
But if you missed the stream last night, you can watch when they if you look back, I forget how many minutes in it might have been, maybe 10 minutes in, they blasted the place with the flash grenade.
Because there were people
Eventually, I
inside
turned off
that
the,
weren't supposed
stream.
to be in.
And I continued to record with my
wanna come out.
handheld camera, and it didn't take too long for them to say shit over the loudspeaker, threatening to get a warrant and whatnot.
Okay.
When I started hearing that, I was like, wait a minute,
need a
you
warrant.
fuckers already been threatening to rip the front of the building off, firing flash grenades, and now you're talking about if they don't come out, you're gonna get a warrant?
Oh my God, it's story time.
What place other than the United States of America where are the cops gonna be so stupid to say that?
Okay, fake patriot.
And actually, I guess the stupid one is me because I, for some reason, thought that they still should pretend to follow rules. They don't.
Ding,
They don't
ding,
even
ding,
pretend.
ding.
The closest they do to pretending to follow rules is they turn around and face the other way when my camera shows up.
Probably because you've threatened to line up 25, 30 of them and shoot hot lead at them.
And of course, they're probably going to want to say that eye somehow inside their perimeter, because there's tape there.
You should zoom out when you do
There's
those shots.
tape there. But I took the last available parking spot right in the front. There's no tape keeping the traffic from flowing to the curb where I'm at.
Oh, so the tape.
So what could they possibly be doing inside of here all these hours later?
Probably finishing up their
And
investigation.
how are they possibly going to inventory the product they stole after there's 25 guys been going in and out all night long,
Citation needed.
doing whatever they please with no oversight?
What proof do you have that they stole anything?
I feel
They
sorry
got
for the owner. He
people that were
probably
trying
should
to
have stayed in
steal.
there and took whatever punishment. And it's easy to say that as an outsider, because I wouldn't have been the one that was beat to death.
They beat everyone
But
in
you know,
Zebra's
the way
mind.
the courts and the cops are in this country,
He's a criminal
almost like
defense potato
if you do
journalist.
anything short of dying, then you consented.
Once again,
They don't care about the truth or what's really going on.
neither do you.
Is someone carrying a baby out? What am I seeing?
What?
Someone's coming out with a baby. I must be hallucinating.
Yeah. Probably
I
because
swear
you've been
I thought
up
I
all
seen someone
night.
holding a baby.
How many
but
days
I
you
think
been up straight?
It was a combination of what was past the glass,
You gonna be sleeping
as
for
well
like
as the
2 days in a
reflection
row?
of what was on the glass, if that makes sense.
Who says
thought
I
I seen
don't,
somebody holding a
Mitchell?
little baby. I think I was wrong.
You don't do that shit, do you? Who says I don't, Mitchell?
I mean, if you just look at the size of this operation and how many hours they've put into it, doesn't it seem appropriate that they get a search warrant before they start shooting flash grenades inside of the place?
They don't need a search
That way we
warrant.
could, you
They
know
had
the truth about it.
probable cause. You
Yes,
are
Your Honor.
dumb
We're going to
as
steal some
rocks.
marijuana from these people. Instead of being,
Okay.
yeah, somebody had a
Let's play
weapon. They ran
make-believe.
straight into that marijuana shop. We need a helicopter to keep an eye on the back door. Let's surround the place because we don't want the traffic suspect to escape. Hours later, they're calling out the owner and his employees by first and last name, saying, "Just come out, or we're going to get a search warrant." And you know what? I see a scumbag over there with a piece of paper in his hand. Might very well be a search warrant. You're supposed to get it first, you fucking loser.
So an
half
alarm
a
goes
day
off
later.
at a marijuana dispensary and they need to get a warrant first in Tom Zebra's mind. You've been doing this for 20 years and you don't know what probable cause is? You're always complaining about searching illegally, unlawful
I mean, if I
stops.
didn't get here when I did, I'm pretty sure they would have all been on their knees sucking each other's dicks.
Whoa.
They're all patting each other on the ass,
You're a
happy as
homophobe.
can be.
But we already knew that.
They managed to lock a few
And you're
people in a cage
racist.
and steal their property. What could be better for a Los Angeles sheriff deputy?
And you beat women.
You don't have to answer that question because I know several things that are better in their mind.
So you sit on your little chair and masturbate to cop videos all day long. Bootlicking. Fantasizing about being a real journalist, being a real patriot, being a real activist. In your shed with your cat
Okay,
poop
here's one of the
cookies.
worst things of all. When they started threatening about, if you don't come out, we're going to go get a warrant, I started shouting at them. I thought there's people on the sidewalk out here behind me. And they're like, can't you just leave them alone? We're just trying to get our weed.
At 2
They're
in
so
the morning.
fucking stupid. They thought if these people just finished trying to arrest this person who they claim to be looking for, then maybe they could buy their weed. They didn't realize when they start blasting
can't
the front of the
buy
building with
alcohol
explosives,
past
that means
2
they're taking
a.m.
the weed with them. You're not going to be able to buy any. That means you go to a fucking store, some other store in the morning, because you're not going to be able to buy your weed from here after it's stolen. Right? But that's the kind of community we have here. Your customers, your friends, your
You
family.
like to make up stories, don't you? To fit
They'll
your own
happily
narrative.
send you down the river for a dime bag of weed when they could get that same dime bag for the same price or better when the sun comes up.
So, what's your point in all this?
And I wish that weren't true. I think I see
You're
one of the
all
ladies
over the
that was here
place
last
on
night.
this
It doesn't
one.
have to be one of them. I'm not going to focus in on her because I don't know if I'm right, and even if I was wrong, either way, it doesn't matter. But,
It never
I'm
matters.
pretty sure the same lady was here last
He's a
night, and they were like,
journalist,
"Just tell him to
he's-
come out. We're not even here for him. If he just come,
He's
tell-
one-sided.
You know, we're not even here for him. If he just comes out, we could all go home." So what happened? He came out. They arrested him, and they all went into his marijuana establishment. They lied.
That's not what
pretending
happened. You
that
lied.
it wasn't related to fucking robbing him, and it was about nothing else besides robbing him.
You
It's the only thing
recorded
it was
4
about.
people coming out, all dressed in black, looking like robbers. But of course, in this video, you're trying to spin the narrative because you're one-sided and you have your own narrative.
I just want to
you're
be
trying
clear
to
in case
spin.
any of these deputies try to get stupid, claim that I did something like cross the tape. Let me just show you. See, there's tape on that side of the sidewalk, and then if you look that way, there's tape on that side of the sidewalk. Okay, but I didn't walk. I rode my bike, and bicycles follow the
You
same
have
rules
to ride a bike.
of the road as motor vehicles, which
You
means
haven't had a license
I
since
rode up here.
2013.
and I parked in the red if they want to write me a ticket for parking in the red, but they have to be quick because I'm probably not going to let them do that.
You're not gonna let them do that. You're not in control.
But it wouldn't be shocking at all if they want to claim that I'm PC 148. That's what bitch cops do in the state of California. They lie about people being PC 148. So I guess I'm going out on a limb saying these cops that serve illegal warrants are probably bitches. Safe to say, right? Because we know
You
we
just
got nothing
love
but bitch
making up
judges
shit.
in this country that would have signed their fucking warrant no matter what lies were written on it.
Here we go, Eric Brandt. Happy fuck Eric Brandt Day. They want to arrest you, they would arrest you for threatening to kill 25, 30 cops going to their funerals
So what the hell are they doing here all these hours later?
to mock their families.
It would have taken 5 minutes to get a warrant, and I would have had nothing to complain about. I would have found something probably.
They don't need a warrant with probable cause,
I'm
Daniel.
gonna go try to talk to this lady. Let me talk to this lady.
If an alarm went off and there's people
I think
inside,
if she's who I think she's, I'm pretty
they
sure she
wouldn't
knows what's
come
up.
out.
She might be able to give me a comment, but I don't know if
It's
it's safe to walk
probably a
down the sidewalk
robbery.
to her and cross the tape. I might have to get on my bike and sit on the seat long enough to do a U-turn and come back up behind her. That way I'm following all the rules of the road here.
You're so fucking
It's important to follow all the
scared.
rules of the road when you're around bitch cops.
You don't follow any rules of the road ever. You record all your crimes too, like a dummy.
And by the way, bitch cops, if you ever want to, do a better job of taping the scene up, look, what the fuck do they got? They're just putting more rifles and shit. Those are the kind of weapons they use at traffic stops. That's why they're switching them from the front seat to the back seat, because they had a traffic stop out here last night. That's why they have all these weapons.
Where's
and
your
stuff.
proof? Again, let's make up
But next time,
stories to
I'll put a
fit
piece
your
of
own
tape from the
narrative,
front of that car
journalist.
to this pole, and that way I won't be able to stand on the sidewalk. See how easy that is? I guess none of you guys took geometry. Like, it's real simple. Either a square, triangle,
Yes, none of you
rectangle.
guys
or even freehand. What's important
graduated high school.
is you are completely enclosed in your tape. Because if you're not, I walk in and call you bitches.
Oh no!
Especially when you're ready to place out a warrant.
Oh no! Yeah, you like making up stories, don't you? Look at them all vacating. Their thing is done. You have
Oh, how
no
nice.
idea
You're
what's
gonna lock
going
the door
on.
behind them now? Did you guys raid this place without a search warrant? You guys raided this place without a search warrant, right? Yes. Is that your habit? You always raid a place without a search warrant? I guess you're pretty proud of that fact, huh? Yes. You're the yes man? You have a good day, yes man.
You too.
I hope nobody raids your house without a warrant one day. I'm sure they'll find plenty of worse things than you found in this business that is apparently lawful from the outside. Why do we pay taxes if you're going to raid our business anyways?
Our business? Okay.
You guys raided this place without a warrant? That's what he said.
That's what you said. Well, you sure do like to make up shit. Never verify.
I mean, what
Not a
fucking
journalist.
scumbag.
You're not media. You're just a guy with a
He's not even
Google
ashamed of it.
email.
How come this plate doesn't say California
The
exempt?
cop owns you too. Shut your ass down. You got nothing.
I mean, that guy just looks like some bum that's got an ex-old police car. Hi, ma'am. How are you? From what I understand, these police are not even trying to hide that they're raiding this place without a warrant.
No, I need to speak to somebody.
Oh, you better act quick because they're leaving. If you're trying to speak to somebody, I'll move out of the way so you can have privacy. I believe it's either her husband or her boyfriend whom they lied and robbed and locked in the cage last night.
You just don't know. You don't know.
I mean, just for conversation's sake, why would you not get a warrant?
Why would you not verify
Right?
that?
Because somebody might bring that up
Just
at some
throw
point.
shit out there.
So,
like,
you know, just to pretend like you're following the rules, pretend like you give a shit. Why not get the warrant? And that way you could laugh at me and say, no, we got a warrant. And
because you don't need a warrant if it's probable cause.
she's pissed.
An alarm going off at a marijuana dispensary at 2 a.m. would be probable cause.
And they don't give a fuck. They got a trunk full of stolen weed. Why would they care? You guys going to unload the
proof do you have
contraband
of
at your
that?
house now? You know it wasn't contraband before you stole it. Hey, that wasn't contraband before you stole it.
Wow. Unfounded again. Just making shit up. Slander, libel, defamation. Just completely unprofessional.
Now you know
Full
how
of
to turn
lies.
legal marijuana into contraband. Just have the police steal it, and now they can sell it, steal it back as many times as it takes.
Daniel, you don't know nothing about marijuana laws in California. I do because I was part of the
Apparently
96
the police
campaign.
raided a marijuana place without a warrant and arrested everybody. Is this where you guys come for the marijuana? I don't think they're going to be open for. I'm pretty sure the police stole it all.
Oh, is it a 24-hour?
But I mean, isn't there places everywhere? There's a place on Hawthorne Boulevard in Lenox. They're probably not open this early though. I was recording what the police did, but they just finally left. You have a good day.
I doubt that place is
All right, folks. This is
open.
Tom Zebra reporting.
Reporting.
From Lenox. Might be Inglewood, same difference to me. But
Same 13
apparently
blocks.
this is a popular place. This is where you used to come to get your marijuana on 110th and Inglewood Avenue.
Google
Hi.
says that it has hours.
Hi, ma'am. I'm sorry to happen.
I'm not on camera, right?
No, I'm putting it myself. It's not on you.
Okay, so I left it. I thought he was coming home. What happened? They ended up hitting the shop?
I know. I thought you were here last night. They
I wasn't. I left like at 4:30 because
Yeah,
I thought he was coming home.
I believe they arrested him. I mean, I heard them. They were saying they weren't here for him if he just comes out.
that's what they
And then as
told
soon as he came out, they arrested him. And then they've been in the place the whole morning. I imagine they probably stole all the marijuana or whatever. I'm sorry, ma'am. You have a nice day. I don't know what else to say. Hey.
So you just making up shit.
All right.
You don't know nothing. You
So his
obviously.
family and friends and whatnot. People are showing up trying to understand what happened. Apparently, what happened was
You
some
don't
of
know.
these people believe the police.
Remember, the yes man told you
Some of
nothing.
these people believe the police when they pretended like they were here for some other reason besides raiding the dispensary, because that's all they did is raid the dispensary. And according to them, without a search warrant.
Citation needed. This guy never knows what's going on. He's setting Cop Watch back like tremendously. He's
But
gonna
I see
get
that now that the
laws
police have
passed.
finally left, the parking lot is filling right up. And look, they don't even take the damn tape. They leave the tape up here. So you have to excuse
You
me
will
if I
bitch
ignore it
about
anytime I
everything.
see it. How am I to know if it was from yesterday or from last month? The only thing for sure is it's not from today, right?
Oh, they were probably hoping that you rode your bike down the sidewalk and got clipped by it. You really don't know what's going on. This is what,
So
6:30
I
in
had
the-
pretty much already gotten all my facts.
Your facts. Oh, this is crazy.
I had gotten my facts last night before I left, or early this morning. But I just thought I should ride by because I had a funny feeling that the parking lot would be full of cops as they finished looting the place, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what they were doing. And they were all too proud to admit they did it without a search warrant.
Wow, you really like making things up,
Will that
man.
matter? Of course not. This is the United States. The judges will accept any piece of shit that they hand to a
Okay,
judge.
Eric Brandt.
The judge will grab a hold of it, even if it's fresh and warm. Hi, how are you?
This guy don't know shit about shit about
It's
shit.
okay, I'll pull it down for you. It's okay, you can come through.
Oh,
it's okay.
Mr. Nice Guy. See, I do good things for people. See, I'm such a good guy. Look at how I clean up and then throw this fucking shit on the ground and litter.
I mean, that's just the tape alone. It shows you how unprofessional
You are.
and how inconsiderate these cops are. They would leave the whole place taped up. They don't give two shits. They didn't come for the tape. They came for the marijuana.
What a thing to bitch about. Jesus.
This is Tom Zebra. So I intended to
Fake news.
make a complete video on the subject since I did spend at least probably 3 or 4 hours out here. But I almost feel like in this quick live stream, you probably got most of the facts that I could tell you,
Facts.
no matter how long I made the video. I think you just got the point. This is 111th Street in Inglewood. I believe it's Tuesday morning. You have a wonderful day.
You know what? He just got done serving a 7-day suspension on YouTube for filing 12 false copyright strikes.
Most of the material that you re-upload from my channel, I believe it is fair use. And so I'm going to remove the strikes or the copyright claims, whatever you call it. I'm going
Lies.
to remove them and wish you well.
Liar.